here against another Brazilian. Will it be a perfect night for Brazil, or will it be a perfect night for the Lion Standard? We will soon find out.
Keep going, Trey. Keep going.
Speaking about that deformity quickly, Randy Lewis, a great wrestler, competed for the University of Iowa, was born without a pec muscle, but he developed the arm, the shoulder, and the deltoid to make up for that, went on to win NCAA titles and an Olympic champion.
Look at Trey come out aggressively. He told us you're going to see the real Trey Telligman. A flurry of shots. Pedro Rizzo. A flurry continues. Punches are landing. Telligman exploding early. Rizzo back on his heels. Blow to blow. Fight for fight. Punch for punch. And now they slow down. Oh my goodness.
A flurry. Both connected big.
To the UFC.
Both connected big. You got to give Rizzo credit. He weathered the big storm of Telligman. He got hit a few times, but he backed up and continued to throw punches. But Telligman does look as if he's more powerful and can rip through the arms of Rizzo with his punches.
A little blood coming down on the left side of Pedro Rizzo's face.
Now Telligman feels this is going to be his big break in the UFC. This is the fight he must win. Says he's going to go all out, but what I just saw was him hang his arms as if he got arm weary, punched himself out a little bit. Rizzo bleeding from the nose and bleeding from one of his sideburns, just a small trickle of blood. He might have caught a little nick on the side of the head.
Well, it was told to us yesterday by Trey himself that he was going to leave it all inside the gates tonight.
Well, that
good early start.
That flurry nearly took Rizzo out. He hit him with a couple big punches that seemed to stagger Rizzo. Never made his knees wobble, but backed him up continually, but Rizzo weathered it.
Now remember, Pedro Rizzo knocked Tank Gavitt down in the first 30 seconds of their match, and then it took about 7.5 more minutes to end it. Pedro misses with a high kick. Trey steps back with good timing.
Left hand up, Trey. Come on.
We're seeing all kinds of strikes, nothing to do with grappling here at all.
I was just thinking the same thing.
This has all been on the feet, looking to try to outpunch the other. And there was the first leg kick by Rizzo. We know he's good at this.
All right, Trey, come on, baby, come on.
Well, it is a Muay Thai influence in Vale Tudo, Marco Ruas style. And so the ability to strike is very good for that man, Pedro Rizzo, and his idol, his mentor, watching. Double leg for Trey, can't close it, now he's down on his back.
Rizzo's got to make a choice here. If he stays over him, John McCarthy will not make him get up, but there he backed out.
The crowd reacts, they're back on their feet.
And they exchange touch of the gloves, signifying the respect of allowing to fight under the rules and the regulations to allow the opponent up.
I like the way that this is starting to go.
Very entertaining.
Mikey Burnett and the Lions Den in the corner, back-to-back fights. Trey wanting to prove some things here tonight. Not just to himself, but to the world. Seems as Larry's just missing for Rizzo, Jeff.
Seems Rizzo's basic fundamentals, his stance, his hand position, his movement, hasn't been affected. It looks as though Trey's is affected a little bit by fatigue. He takes time out to stand straight up, not with his knees bent, then he drops his hands like he is now as he approaches his opponent.
Caught Telligman on the chin with that right uppercut a moment ago, and now Telligman with a big right jab. Little blood now coming out of the nose of Trey Telligman. High kick, and waved off the right arm. Good defensive move by Pedro Rizzo.
Doesn't look like Trey here. You see he's back on his heels here. He's straight up. He has no place to really go.
Oh, a flurry and a combination of punches.
He's going to get hit if he backs straight up like that. He's not giving himself foiled where it's easy to move and it's easy to outmaneuver your opponent.
Pedro still looks light on his feet, Jeff.
You need to be in that breakdown position, not straight up and extended. Then you're locked out.
So Rizzo avoided an early flurry. Now he chops the leg. And oh, a combination. And now they come down. And McCarthy steps in. Pedro, the Rock, Rizzo has won again. He knocks out Trey Telligman. And Rizzo is victorious.
Stay there and rest. I know. Stay there, let him look at you. He's all right.
He continues, Mike, to get better. He continues to do the exact same formula that Pete Williams is doing. He's taking on top flight competition knocking it down, continuing to improve his body where he's getting more and more strong physically, harder. And of course his skill is continuing to improve and that confidence continuing to soar.
4 minutes and 30 seconds, the time of the knockout. Pedro "The Rock" Rizzo goes to 3-0 inside the octagon, and as always the show of respect and class between two great fighters, the Lion's Den, Telligman, and Marco Huas, his top student.
Okay, now we drink beers together.
Pedro "The Rock" Rizzo.
The Lion's Den took a hit there, but it seemed as though Telligman in that fight, Marco Huas here looking on, of course Pedro Rizzo's coach, but it seemed as though Telligman put his faith in that huge flurry early. He went after him, he hit him a bunch, but he could not take Rizzo out, and it seemed as though he punched himself out a little bit. From that point on, the hands came down and he stood straighter up, no movement, and that's when Rizzo started to hit him. Here's the big flurry. He's chasing him down. He's throwing some big shots, some of them catching Pedro Rizzo flush, but Rizzo was able to survive by backing up and firing back so that Telligman really couldn't get inside and launch the big bombs early, or close in. And it was after that, and you could just see it, a good right hand that turned the chin, flash knockout. McCarthy saw that the eyes were rolling and he just didn't want Telligman to get mounted and punched anymore. There, that right hand. Legs came right out from under him. Head all the way down to the canvas. And those leg kicks by Rizzo, again, seemed to be the jab, the setup maneuver for that big right hand. Let's go to Bruce Buffer with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a classic stand-up fight. We have a winner by knockout at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. For the winner, Pedro